ahead and get started. Just record. And then share screen. Let me know when you can see it. Yes? Okay, good. So can I make it bigger? Will that make it, did that make it bigger on your screen or smaller? Bigger. Bigger? Okay, good. Okay. So tonight I want to share about the resolution effect. My kids, we just walked in the door, hence the real pants thing. So my kids are still trying to go to sleep, and my baby just made it downstairs. So I can't promise that we won't be interrupted at all. Here. Can you say hi? Yeah, hi. Sweet baby. Yeah, that's exciting, huh? Okay. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Say night-night.
Night-night.
Blow kisses. Mwah. Okay, good job. Bye-bye. Go upstairs. Go upstairs. Okay. And so welcome to the, oh gosh, what's today? November 15th call. We're going to be talking about the resolution effect and more specifically how to plant seeds so that you can have that harvest later on. I think that's like a lot of times we just get wrapped up in the numbers. This right here, sorry, was Lindsay Matway's, like her first at 6 months as a coach in December. That's what her paycheck was in 1 week. And in 9 months, you can see that huge boost in March. And that's like, that's not a one-time thing. That's like your business just makes this huge boost because you got to remember you have Shakeology orders coming through, or you're making new coaches and discount coaches so you have more volume and team cycle bonuses. Like it just makes this huge boost. And then she said she wasn't sure if she would see it again at 18 months, and she did. And then 18 to 21 months, you can see that's like a dramatic increase. I would love to go from 1,200 a week to 3,500. Praise Jesus. Thank you. I'm claiming that one. And then 30 months as a coach. And then at that point, she just kind of stopped. She's been doing this for like 5.5 years. And it's getting a little bit crazy to where like if she starts just throwing her income out every time this happened, like, you know, she would need to be in like the witness protection program. Like it's just not safe. But yeah, she makes some crazy, insane numbers now. But it's all a matter of, you don't just get it just because you get it from hard work and planting seeds now. So just a little bit of a warning, you may see some of yourselves in some of these posts. I took some of the best posts that I've seen recently that kind of convey some of these seed planting messages, I guess you could say, from you guys, because I wanted to highlight all of the good things you guys are doing. So first up, we have Crystal is Jackie's coach. I don't know if she's on, but first things first, I want you to think about what your top priorities is. This goes back to the whole priorities call that I did, oh gosh, probably a couple months ago, where you set out some goals. But in order to set out your goals, you have to know what your priorities are. If you don't know what your priorities are, you have no path or no roadmap to your goals. So you make a way for what you really want. I know it's super, super busy right now. All of us have a gajillion things going on. We have kids and all of their activities and plays and different parties for the kids. We have, you know, work parties. We have church parties. We have, you may be involved in some charities and stuff like that. They're all vying for your time, your money, your efforts. All of these things are kind of like vying for our time right now. And it's really easy to put the business or put your own health and fitness even on the back burner. So the same thing we're telling our challengers of like, don't undo all the progress you've done all year. I'm going to tell you guys, don't undo the progress that you've done even in the last couple months. It's easy to kind of like just sit back and say, oh, I'll just wait until the new year and just hope a lot of people hop on board. But the fact of the matter is it doesn't really work that way. There are multi-billion-dollar businesses out there that are in the weight loss, health and fitness industry. And I don't have TV right now, but when I used to, about right now is when they start all of their ad campaigns. You'll see them start like midway through November and then go all the way through the end of the year. And then into January and sometimes even February. They spend a crap ton of money dumping into marketing so that they can get before your eyes for 30 seconds or a minute on a commercial several times a day. Because they want their name to be in your foresight when you're thinking of those New Year's resolution goals. So we need to be doing the same thing. What's your real why? When you have your real why, those things will help motivate you to keep you on track and make time for what really matters. If getting to your goals is what really matters to you, then you're going to find a way to make that time. You're the CEO of your business. And this goes back to, you have to make those multi-millionaire decisions. Does that make sense? Like, yeah, I would much rather be sitting on the couch, like eating some chips and watching a TV show right now. But I flew home really fast from an event, and made sure that I was here to pour into you guys, because that's what's important to me. What's important to me is pouring into you guys, pouring into your goals and dreams so that you guys can pour into others. I think it's just part of what I've built into my business. And, you guys kind of, we all need to kind of make that mentality shift. So align your activities with your goals. Sit down, schedule out your groups and your posts. Have a game plan. Big businesses do not go at it willy-nilly. They don't get up and they're like, what should I advertise today? They kind of have a game plan in place ahead of time. They already have a calendar set out. If you were to talk to Carl Deichler right now, he knows what programs are going to be coming out in a year and a half from now. He's thinking a year to 2 years down the road, not even a month at a time. He's thinking way out. And so I would challenge you guys, I've just started this in myself, to really start planning out, not just for the day, not just for the week. It's easy to say, go willy-nilly and think I'm just going to go off of, what I'm doing that day. And when I do that, today, I post 1 or 2 times because it's a struggle for me to remember. But if I post or I think about it ahead of time, I can take, maybe not even an hour. It does not take that long. Sorry. Is he distracting? Can you guys hear him a lot? No? Okay, great. Agua? Yeah. Agua. Here, drink it. Love you. Okay. Oh, it's closed. Sorry. Good grief. Okay. There you go. Is that better? Okay. See you later. Sit down and schedule out not just your posts, but start thinking in a business mentality of what groups are you going to run? What free groups are you going to run? Where are people going to be mentally in this time of the year? So I'm already thinking, I've got November and December planned out already. And I'm already thinking into January, February. We have a new program coming out in March. How can I start thinking, how can I start promoting that ahead of time? I'm already promoting a little bit of Hammer and Chisel. And I've already got my free groups that I want to do lined out for the rest of the year. But in January, I'm probably going to do some kind of free group about decluttering and cleaning out, because I have been working on it for the last couple months, but I haven't hit it really hard. And so I want to do some kind of free group that has nothing to do with fitness, nothing. But it's a value-adding group that will help them in one of their other goals that undoubtedly people will have for the new year. That's always one of those things I'm going to keep my house cleaner, or, I'm going to declutter and get rid of stuff. Oh, buddy, don't put that on your head. Okay, just a plastic bag. Set aside some money for marketing. Think like a business person. So when you get your paycheck, I did a whole thing on finances. Maybe I'll do it again for our team. But make sure that you're setting aside a percentage for marketing. If you just go at it willy-nilly and, you make $100 and then you're awesome, now I can, go out and treat my family to a nice dinner and buy a new outfit for myself, for instance. There's nothing wrong with that if you're wanting to be a hobby coach and just make some money on the side sometimes. But if you're truly wanting to turn this into a business and turn this into something that provides you with long-term income, we got to start like making that shift into a business mentality mode, and setting aside some money for marketing, for business expenses, for when you get down to the end of the month and you need those SC points. And I'm like, add some kind of incentive, like I like to do Fixate books a lot of times, but sometimes I do, gift cards to one of their favorite places or something like that. When you do those things, that money can all come out of your marketing budget. Or if you have a like page and you want to boost a post, it can come out of your marketing budget. Like you having that extra income to be able to say, no problem, I can put into it, and you don't have to be scrounging for where to find that money, I think it's huge. Up your sharing game now to get before their eyes. That's kind of what we were talking about. The gyms are already doing it. Jenny Craig's already doing it. Nutrisystem's already doing it. Daily Burn, all of those things. Like I don't have regular TV, but I do have Hulu and Amazon Fire, and they show like little clips, little commercials in between, and like Daily Burn's on there all the time. And then there's Jenny Craig I just saw the other day, Weight Watchers I just saw the other day, and so they're all starting to boost it even on Hulu. Like how much more so are they doing it on regular TV? Like, so getting your post out there, I think, is huge. I never talked about this. What I really liked about this post with Crystal, hey buddy, she showed how she made it work. She said, just finished my workout because I didn't make time this morning. This was late last night when I was working on the call. And she said, oh, what is this? Oh, there's a chat. I don't think I can see. I can see that. Say no to cable. Seriously. Take it back, please. Oh boy. So she talked about how she has big goals, and so at midnight she worked out, and then she made it funny and she said midnight workout's not mandatory at the end. And so I thought that was just like really cute, a cute way to talk about getting stuff done during the holidays and how it happens for her. Holy cow, my kid just turned the TV on. Hold on just a second. Come here. Can I have that, please? Josh. Night, night. I love you.
Hey, Mama.
Hey, what?
Do you know what it's time for?
What? Bed. It's time for bed. Go to bed. Okay. So this one, start planting the seeds now. Danny talked about, this was Saturday? Yeah, yesterday. She said, I'm over here prepping for my baby boy's birthday party and checking in with the amazing women I coach in their health and fitness. I'm blown away by the results I'm hearing. Then she just went on to talk about, she didn't have to share any one person's results, but she talked about how like the group altogether had lost 32 pounds, and then later she wrote, make it 35. So like as people were popping in and adding how much weight they had lost that week, she was sharing that, and she didn't have to ask their permission because she wasn't like sharing any one person's results, but yet she was sharing value to challenge groups. And so people are looking at and they're like, holy cow, during the holidays, like coming up to the holidays, all these people are losing. And when they heard 35 pounds, even if it may be 2 or 3 pounds per person, when they hear 35 pounds, they're like, wow, like they're losing massive amounts of weight. And so it makes them want to join in. Love you. Night, night. He's tired. Okay, so share daily. You can share a variety of different things. Challenge your successes like Danny did. Hug, kiss, love you.
Can I have
Nope, you can't. Goodbye, love you. No, the batteries are broken, buddy. We gotta wait. We'll get a new one tomorrow, okay? Our personal transformations. This is a big time that like we can't be shy about sharing our personal transformations. It's hard to consistently put it out there. A lot of times we feel like, oh, everybody's already seen my transformation, or Everyone knows my story, but it's not true. Not everybody is seeing your story all the time. So especially when you're coming up to challenge group weeks, I like to call them weeks because there's like 2.5 weeks that I like really push for challengers. When you're coming up to those, like make sure you're consistently every day sharing part of your transformation. It doesn't have to be like the typical, like, standing in just a sports bra and a yoga pants or whatever. Like it doesn't have to be that. It can be that one day and you can talk about all the inches you've lost. Another day you can talk about how much energy you've gained and the transformation in your health and what it's done for your family. Another day you could talk about or do a before and after from like a couple years ago when maybe you were at, for me, this is what I'm talking I'll do like one from when I was at my heaviest or when I was really struggling right after having Kai and really working hard to lose the weight. And I was like really at one of my biggest that I had been not pregnant. And so I'll do those like side by sides, obviously clothed, and so I don't feel bad about consistently sharing because not everybody's seen it. And sometimes people need to see the journey. Like they didn't necessarily know you 4 years ago, or they knew you, but you never put photos of yourself up. So they never saw like how bad it got, I guess you can say. Like for me, that's what it was. Or it can be like an emotional transformation. For Stephanie, like she can talk about, when she was in the thick of trying to battle cancer, and then now like on this side of it and how God's brought her through it and just the incredible change she's seen in her life. Like it does not have to always be about pounds and inches lost. Yes, those are glorious things. Yes, that's going to attract people who are looking to lose weight, but there's so many people out there that are looking to get healthy and not necessarily just to lose weight. And we don't want them to slip through the cracks. Okay, so personal transformations are big, and especially during this time of the year. Like people want to see your progress, and if you're really keeping at it while enjoying all the holiday parties and stuff like that. Challenge group quotes. I like to take whenever somebody gives like a great testimony in the challenge group, I like to take a little quote. I'll ask them, I'll be like, hey, can I just take what you shared in our group and post it publicly? And if they say yes, then I just, do a little quote box and make a nice little photo of it and share that. It adds value to challenge groups. Daily workout photos. This is a huge one, especially in December. I highly suggest you guys find a program, commit to it, not just Beachbody On Demand, but some program and commit to it every day and take a daily photo. You can start it now, but definitely in December. I literally did pump last year and I would post a photo every day. I'd say day 1, pump, whatever it was. I don't remember what the workout was. So let's do PiYo because I actually know those workouts. I'd say day 1, PiYo upper. And then the next day I would be like day 2, PiYo lower. And a lot of times, like, those didn't get a whole lot of likes. They didn't get a lot of comments or interactions, but people saw that I was daily working out. I was making a way for it. I would literally just write on the photo, like, day 1, PiYo lower, or whatever. It was pump, but pump, whatever it was. And then in the like, talking about it, in the actual post, I would say something like, "Woo, got my workout in. It was at 9:30 at night, but the kids were finally asleep, so I had to take advantage." Or Josh and I got to work out together today. It was so awesome, but I had to wait until he got home at whatever. Or baby was up at 5:30 this morning, so I got my workout in before everybody else was awake because the baby was happily playing, and so I might as well take advantage of the time. Like, that's what it was. It was literally like little snippets into my life, just letting them know either how I felt or what I did that day. And they could see that I was daily working out. And I just made it a thing. I said, I'm going to post in here every day during the holidays for accountability's sake. And so if people got sick of seeing it, I didn't really care because it was for my accountability. And boy, did it hold me to it. There were a bunch of times that I was working out at like 11 or 12 o'clock at night. But I felt like I did it with integrity. And then I had a ton of people come December 27th that were like, oh my gosh, I got to join your group. So add value with recipes, especially this time of year. If you can find, you don't have to come up with them, but if you can find healthy recipes, you can use ones from Fixate every once in a while. Like, I would use maybe the ones that are already in the free recipe thing, because I don't know what the copyright is with sharing other ones out of it. But blogs, all of those things, just make sure you reference where you got it. And if you're using pictures, make sure you give them photo credit. That's just good etiquette. But that is huge. And tell people to like, comment, and share. Like, tag people that might be interested, and share this, because they go around Facebook hugely. And then you'll get a bigger audience, and you'll get more people with eyes on your posts and stuff like that. And people are looking for healthy recipes that they can take to parties and whatnot, and kind of stay on track. And if you can figure out the 21-day fix containers for them, even better. Tell me, honestly, how you make it work during the holiday season. So yeah, we kind of went over that. Harvest principles. You reap what you sow. If you put in a ton of stuff, a ton of work and effort, then you're going to reap a ton of work and effort. If you don't put in any effort and you just kind of float by the holidays, then that's what you're going to get. It's kind of the same thing with your own health and fitness journey. A lot of this is, the same that we tell our challengers is what we should live by as coaches. And so if, you're not really feeding your body the right fuel, then you're likely to pack on a few pounds and not feel that great. Hello, breaking out all over my face because I've been traveling and not eating the best. And so, you reap what you sow. And then this is also a basic principle, the more seeds you plant, the better your harvest. If you plant, this year we planted a little gutter garden, and in the areas where I planted 1 or 2 seeds, because I am so not a gardener, those areas I literally, I planted a couple seeds, and I'm like, I don't know, I think you just dropped 1 or 2 seeds in here. And those really did not do so well. And then the other areas where I'm like, forget it, because I was tired, and I just took the whole packet of seeds and went along the thing. So it was probably 200 seeds in there. Those did really well. But the fact of the matter is that not all seeds are going to come to harvest. And so the more seeds you plant, the more you post, the more you reach out, the more you make connections now, the more harvest you're going to see come the new year. You can't just plant seeds and not follow up with water, fertilizer, and care. I could have just planted those seeds and then been okay, I did my part, and walk away. But they would not have turned into plants unless I was really, really lucky and just 1 or 2 popped up. But you have to water them. You have to fertilize them. You have to give them a little bit of care, whatever they need. And so I think that's the same with the plants or the seeds that we're planting with our posts, making sure you're doing those friend requests, making sure that you're watering and fertilizing those relationships by reaching out and sharing value adding content. If you know somebody's struggling, saying, hey, I just found this awesome recipe and I thought you might want to, you might really enjoy it. Or if somebody's looking for a mac and cheese recipe, finding a healthy version and being hey, I just found this really healthy version. Try this, give this one a whirl. So Alicia did this one the other day. I thought it was good. Sometimes I think my pictures make everything look like I find time to work out easy peasy. And yes, I make my workout a priority, but that doesn't mean that it's always easy. Sometimes it means moving the toys out of the way so I have enough room, set the kids in front of the TV show, and get it done. Okay, so for moms, this is huge because we all get mom guilt. And so when we see that, we're like, oh, good, somebody else does that. It's not just me. I can just put my kids in front of the TV for 30 minutes. It'll be okay. Life will go on, because we all just have this crazy guilt. And so showing how you make it work. The more eyes, the better. So you don't want to just plant seeds, but you need more eyes on your post. To do this, you must add more friends, comment on the friends post with value adding comments, not just cool, but when somebody posts about, their kid just had a rough day and this is what happened with the teacher and blah, 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 you can be oh my gosh, I'm totally praying for your kid. I know how tough it was for my kids, whatever. But actually make it a real comment, not just praying or love this. I do that a lot to other coaches, but other people, I make sure that I'm pouring out and pouring into. I don't know where I was. Okay, reconnect with your current friends. Add value to your posts so that people want to read them. They're not all just like, hey, come join my group. Hey, come join my group. Hey, come join my group. Give helpful tips. Ask for advice. That's a big one. Like whenever you are trying to make some kind of a decision, if you just post it, it can be like so not anything related. Like, hey, I'm picking out granite. Which color granite do you like better? Or which one do you think would help my house sell better? You know, it can be easy. Thank you. And then give a call to action in your post. So like I was saying with the value adding post, like saying stuff like this, share this, tag somebody that you think might be interested. If you do that, people feel free to do it. Other times they kind of feel weird and they're like, I don't know if I should do that. Like, is it okay if I share it? I've had people like message me and ask like, hey, can I share your post? Yeah, of course, please do. Like, but they get kind of weird. Erica made a really cool post about how she makes chicken stock and makes it really easy. And then at the end, she said, what's your best lazy cooking tip? And go. So like she's creating conversation and dialogue with that. I love that. So the top 10 New Year's resolutions are get organized. Hence my group in January is going to be a decluttering group. So get organized, help others, learn something new, get out of debt, more family time, enjoy life more, quit drinking, lose weight, quit smoking, and exercise. If you were to Google, those are the top 10. And I would say that Beachbody probably touches on just about all of those. Get organized is probably the most vague of them that Beachbody would help, but like coaching a lot of times would help a lot of these things because it bleeds into every other area of your life. So that's huge. If you could start adding value now about these 10 areas and how coaching or challenge groups has helped you get out of debt or learn something new or help others or get organized or start exercising. Like if you could start adding value now, then people will be looking to you in the new year when they make these resolutions because they'll see you as the problem solver. You've already been there. Ask for referrals. Elizabeth, this has nothing to do with referrals, but I liked it. She talked about how Friday nap time is spent meal planning, and this is how she keeps on track. And then she just talked about her new group that was coming up. And I just liked it. It was easy. She has the Fix8 book out there. She's like, this is how I do it. She's got like 4 kids and 2 of them are under 18 months. So, you know, she's kind of busy and her niche market is moms. And so I thought that was like really great. For referrals, be sure to give all your current challengers in your challenge groups, give them the best experience possible. Because especially right now during the holiday season, they're going to see that. And when people are talking to them about losing weight or seeing their results, they're going to start mentioning your name. Give your challengers an experience they won't get from Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers, or even another coach. They've joined you for a reason. What is that reason? Find out if you don't know. Find out why they chose you. Like, did they choose you because they're your best friend? Did they choose you because you've already lost a ton of weight and they trust you? Like, what is it? Because you need to tap into that reason and expound upon it for them. And then don't be shy to ask for referrals. Ask your challengers to invite their friends or join them the next month. So I try to do this at the end of every group. And I say, hey, if you've got any referrals, you know anybody who is looking for something similar to what you just did, you know, please give them my name. And I give out Fix8 cookbooks for it. I say, if they end up buying a challenge pack and joining us, then I will send you a Fix8 cookbook. So then people are like, oh, okay, I'll do it. And then the other thing is, a lot of times if you say, or invite your friends and see if they want to join you next month. I've had full families come on and do it together. And I think it's huge. It helps them all stay motivated themselves. Also, then you get the referrals. Or you can sign them up as a coach and say, hey, why don't we run all these people through you? And then they can start to see the value of the business. So go above and beyond. Sarah Deck, she's a new coach. But the other day she wrote, cardio today was hard. I didn't think it was going to make it. And to be honest, at times I didn't give it my best, but I didn't stop. And in the worst of this workout, I looked over at Paxton in the house, which is her son. He's like a little guy. I saw a picture of him smiling at me, and I remembered why I committed to this. This 21 days is not easy, but I know it'll be worth it to say I gave it my all, even on the bad days, because this is for my family and our future. So she's talking about like the reason why she did it, even during the holidays, even when it's hard, even all that, saying why. Go above and beyond, find common ground, and really get to know your challengers or your prospects. When you're talking to people, like, make sure you're asking questions about them. Be more interested instead of interesting. Make sure you're getting the right program for them. Don't just automatically do whichever one you are doing at the time. Like it's really common for us to say, oh, I started with 21 Day Fix, so you should too. Or, oh, I started with Size, or I really enjoy Size right now because that's the one you're doing. People are naturally going to say, hey, tell me about Size or tell me about 21 Day Fix. But a lot of times I'll still take them through all the questions and I'm like, I want to make sure we get the right program for you. Just because I'm doing Size or I'm doing PIO doesn't mean that it's right for you. So make sure that you're getting the right program for them. I think it shows them that you go above and beyond too. Share the coaching opportunity with everyone. You never know who really needs the extra cash or the discount on Shakeology, especially now around the holidays. Anticipate your prospects' wants and needs. Do they want to enjoy their holidays? Do they want to feel confident at parties? Do they want to be in holiday photos? That's a big one for moms. Like they're embarrassed to be in photos because of the way they look. So they'll either hide behind kids. It's so common. I find photos all the time, and these are the people that I end up talking to or when they, like when I'm cold inviting and I'm looking for people to talk to, I scroll down my newsfeed and anybody that I see that's like this with their kid, this is the kid's head and or body. And so like you can't see them, but you can only see their kid. That's typically because they're not confident in how they look, especially if you scroll through their feed and a lot of their photos are like that, or you don't see any of them, just their kids. And so what exactly is it that they're wanting to get? Like, what are their real goals? Not just, hey, I want to lose some weight. Great. Why do you want to do it? Okay, so extra income. What's that? That's funny. The job stats that Lindsay gave the other day were really eye-opening. She said 1 in 5 people plan to get a second job to afford the holidays. This is not like a small percentage. 1 in 5 people is 20% of the U.S. population are planning on getting some kind of holiday job. During that, they're going to work weekends. They're going to work on all holidays. They're going to miss out on family time. Like the whole idea of holidays is not more stuff. It's more family, more quality time with our loved ones, and it's only temporary. So they're getting these jobs so that they can help pay for the stuff which they don't even really want, but they feel obligated to get. And then they're missing out on all these memories while their kids are little, or while they're newlyweds, or fill in the blank. Like they're missing out on memories. However, you have a solution. Start talking about it now. Like, hey, earn some extra cash for the holidays. Hey, my busy season's coming up and I really need some help. Let me, please jump in and help me. Like, if you would like to make some extra income, and it's not just for the holidays, like it can continue on, and actually they can build a real life off of it, not just, wrapping gifts for a season and then what? All the bills come in and you hope that you can still pay them. Like, it's kind of sad. And then this way, at least they can be with their family. They can enjoy the holidays. They work in the cracks of their time. They work when it's convenient for them, not the other way around, not being told how to work. So sharing coaching. Share about what coaching has done in your life. We kind of talked about it again back here with the New Year's resolutions. You can kind of use these to start talking about what coaching's done in your life. But if you've been a coach for more than a day, it's impacted you somehow. How has your life changed? Has it been through personal development? Has it been through the community you've experienced? How's your life changed? It has somehow. If you've made a paycheck, it's changed. You got something for it. Share it and don't be shy about it. You have what someone's looking for. You just got to find the people that are looking for it. Look for people to start training now and earn income for the holidays while working in the cracks of their life. Share how coaching fits into your life. A lot of people think that this takes up all of their day, when it really doesn't. Like, you can make it work for you and do like 15 minutes here and 10 minutes here and like on your phone here while you're waiting in the line. Like, just start sharing how it works in your life. And people will be like, oh, maybe I could do that. Ask for help after the holidays when all those credit card bills are going to hit, and tell them that it's our busiest time of the year, because it is. It doesn't take much money to jump in. It's just $40, and you can show them how to earn that back and more in the first month. $40 if they just sign up as a coach. Obviously, you want them to sign up with the challenge pack and really get going. But worst comes to worst, it's only $40 to start jumping in. And some of our top coaches started that way. I think Brittany Leggett started with just a $40 buy-in, and now she's like number 4. Things to keep in mind. Make sure that you're breaking things down step by step. Don't just like say, hey, come to my challenge group. People don't know what that is. Don't use Beachbody terms. I like to call it online health and fitness accountability groups, because that's what it is. It's breaking it down. It's not simple, or it is simple, but it's a lot of words, but it breaks down what a challenge group is. A lot of people also think that you have to be local. So mention that it's online, that it's something that people from across the nation can do. Like, I talk about it all the time. I have women from all over that are in my groups, and they're doing these incredible things, and we've got this great community. So, like, make that a thing. Remember where you were when you started and share the difference. So remember where you were when you started. What questions did you have? Try and answer those in your posts. And then when somebody gives you objections, answer those in your public posts as well. Stacy did this awesome post. It got like, a bunch of likes, 80, 91, 92 likes. And then a ton of comments. This is only a couple of them. But she did it like, I don't know, maybe a month ago or so. And again, this is like what I was talking about, fully clothed a couple years ago, then, and then what she looks like now. And then she wrote, no confidence, no energy, no motivation, lack of self-control. And then here's how it's changed. So it's not just changed physically, but look at what's changed on the inside. More confidence, tons of energy, motivation. Like, these are things that you can't see, but she's sharing about it. And so people stop and look at this and they're like, what? And then they start reading her posts, and she like really shares about it, and she talks about the Fix It cookbook and her challenge groups and all of that stuff. I thought it was good. And your public invites, this is all the time. Create scarcity. I'm selecting 3 women. I'm looking for 5 people to mentor. I'm looking for just one more. I have one more open spot in my challenge group. These aren't lies. These are real. Like, are you really looking for 3 people? Like, if so, then yes, like, as to hit Success Club, that's what you're looking for, 3 people. And it kind of creates that like, oh, I should do this now, because if I wait, like, I may not get to. I may miss the boat. People tell me that all the time. Like, did I miss your challenge group? And I'm like, well, we already started, but I can still let you jump in if you're willing to catch up, And then they're like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll catch up. So put a timeline on it. So apply by Friday if you're talking about, for the coaching opportunity. Apply by Friday, or my group ends, I'm closing my group on such and such a day. That way they kind of know, like, oh, okay, I don't have a lot of time to sit around and wait on this. And that's what big businesses do too. They don't just like leave things open. Like, they have limited sales. You can only do it these days, and it creates scarcity. Who are you looking for? Tell them exactly exactly what you're looking for. Busy moms looking to put themselves back in the picture in the new year or through the holidays, or singles that are looking to feel great and confident in their clothes during those holiday parties, or like whatever your niche market is, break it down into one line and then tell them why it's important. Challenge group, they call it an online accountability group right here on Facebook. So you're, again, breaking it down. 21-day fix, instead of just saying that. I know a lot of people are really familiar with it now with the infomercials, but there's still a lot of people that aren't. So an at-home fitness program that comes with easy to follow portion control system takes the guesswork out of things. Shakeology, nutrient-dense meal replacement shake packed with all the nutrients your body needs to squash those cravings. Increase natural energy, aid in digestive. I mean, this is like a lot of words. I would probably like break it down into several different posts. Like, in this day, it's natural energy. And this day, I'm talking about aiding in digestion. Like, I don't think I would just put it all out there the whole time. But actually breaking it down and not using words like phytonutrients and antioxidants and fighting free radicals. I mean, unless you're in the cancer industry, most people don't know what that is. Like, what's a free radical? I used to think that was like a terrorist, honestly. A free radical? Like, I don't know. And so, like, using terminology people understand. And then tell them what to do next. This is the call to action thing. Do you want to be considered? Post your email below, or say, add me. Like, I like to do that for free groups. I'll put post add me below, and a lot of people will say, add me. Yeah, me, I want in, whatever. Apply here, get more details, all of that stuff. Finally, don't be upset with the results you didn't get with the work you didn't do. I totally forgot to change this picture. I just realized. You have an incredible opportunity in your hands. You literally have a multi-million-dollar business if you treat it as such. You can do amazing things if we just put in a little bit of work and consistency. If you wait around and put things off, you're going to watch others pass you by, and it would be so sad, guys. I've used this illustration before. I don't know if it was on a team call for us or for Becca, but I remember people talking about it all fall last year, and I was like, okay, but like, what's it really going to look like? And I just kept posting, and like, it's hard during the holidays, guys. I get it. Like, November and December, it's hard. People are just not in this mindset. There are a few. You will get Success Club if you keep your mind at it, but it's just difficult. Come January, February, March, like, it flows in if you've done the work now. And I remember thinking this, and I'm like, what's it like? I don't know what it's going to be like. I was all nervous. But to be honest, it's a huge, like, come December, like 26th, 27th, I had a hard time. I was going to do my resolution effect image, but like, it exponentially grew. But my last week of December was so good last year that it was the highest paycheck I had ever gotten. And so up to that point. And so it dramatically like skewed all my numbers for December. So for me, it wouldn't have looked like that dramatic of an increase, but it was all in that last week. And then January bumped up, February bumped up, March bumped up, like, and then it's only gone up since then. Like, you guys saw my graph, and it's only gone up since then. And like, before, it like steadily kind of went up, and then like there was just this huge spike, and then it stayed up for a while, and then around May it was like, doing the little dips, and then come summit, another huge spike. And so there's just these like certain events that just kind of like bolster your business, and one of them's New Year's. And so I think of it now not just as a resolution effect, but as a wave. I don't know how many of you guys have ever gone surfing, but surely you've seen somebody surf. And, you paddle out there, you use all your might, you get out there, and you just kind of sit in the still water past the waves where the waves break. You just kind of sit, and then you watch the swells come in, and you kind of have to decide, like, is this one that I'm going to work for and catch? Because it's a lot of energy to catch a wave. And so, like, is this one I'm going to work for and catch, or am I going to wait for the next one? Like, you got to decide which one's going to be the better one. So you never want to be the one, though, that you're like, oh, I think I'll just wait for the next one. And then you miss the big one. Like, it comes, and then you're watching all these people start paddling. But if you don't hit it at just the right moment, you can start paddling, but you're not going to catch it. You're like, you can see the momentum that other people are starting to gain, and you're like, oh, jump, I missed it. And you can start paddling, but you're going to miss the boat. Like, you're going to miss that wave. And so you can keep going, but you're just going to wear yourself out, and you're going to watch all these other people catch the wave and ride it and have the time of their life. And then you're going to be like, well, crap, I guess I'll wait for the next one. You know what I'm saying? And that's not what I want for you guys. And so catch the wave is what I'm trying to say. Action steps. First things first, set your priorities, make a schedule. Then I want you to start expanding your list and engaging with your current friends. Funny how this is like exactly the Revitalize sheet. Add lots of value and interact with as many people as possible. Only after you've gotten your power hour done, then start scrolling your news feed and interact with people. Share your journey openly and honestly. This is what I want for all of you guys. I know it's not easy, but do it. Invite everyone to challenge groups and coaching now, because it's going to make a huge difference. Even if they're no's for now, they're going to be watching you, and it's going to make a huge difference when they already had that personal invite a month before. When they're ready right after Christmas, then they're going to be like, oh, Beth, I've seen her pictures. I know that she did some really incredible work, and she just invited me to some kind of accountability group. I don't know. Maybe I'll message her really fast, because they're going to be checking all the options, and you want them to come to you. Okay, so that's it. Stop share.